your money. Sponsored by Noble Gold.
A few short months ago, the housing market was booming with surging home prices, historically low interest rates, and unrelenting demand. However, new data now suggests we are in a housing recession. The question is, what kind of ripple effect could this have on the economy? What does it mean for you? Well, joining me now, founder and CEO of Noble Gold Investments, Collin Plume. Collin, welcome back to the National Desk. Great to see you.
Yeah, hey, Jan, good morning.
Sales of existing homes in July fell nearly 6% from June. It also marks the sixth straight month of decline. And if you look at last year's numbers, this actually dropped 20%. So do you expect this to continue, this decline? And what will this mean long term, do you think, for the housing industry?
It will continue because we have a price gap from sellers to buyers. And I think the anticipation of where that middle ground will be is still pretty far away. So you have new construction builders, price expectations, and they're going to have to lower those expectations for a while. That's why houses are sitting on the market longer than they ever have.
How will this in turn affect inflation in the country right now, do you think?
Well, I think it's a good thing. And for someone that hasn't bought a home, I mean, to be able to buy a home at a lower price is something that I think a lot of buyers have been waiting for. Apartment rents have not dropped. In some places they've gone up or stayed consistent. So the one thing that people have always argued is rent over mortgage, where do those things shake out? But I think over the next year, 18 months, buying a home is going to become more affordable, and that's going to be a great thing for first-time home buyers.
So do you think that will in turn then affect the rental market because perhaps the demand for rentals will go down?
It's hard to say. I think long-term it could have a slight effect on that, but overall we don't have enough places for people to live. So that's the one thing that's kind of held up the rental market. But I think that the interesting thing that will happen is that if we get a flat line of the rental market and prices of homes drop, it's a great opportunity to hopefully slow down inflation for some people that have just seen prices just soar and soar.
Right. What's your advice to first-time home buyers? How long should they wait?
I think anytime you can get into a home that you can afford reasonably and everyone's numbers are different, I think it's a great time. So I wouldn't. I think what people need to do now is go to their aunts and uncles and brothers and say, hey, I might need a little, because really the down payment's the hardest part for most people, is I might need a little help with this. You're not making any money in the bank, a quarter of 1%. Maybe help me out and throw some money my way so I can get in my first home. And I think that's the conversation a lot of people are probably having right now. So I wouldn't wait. Yeah, we could see prices drop some, but is it going to drop 20, 30% like it did in 2008? I just don't think that's going to happen.
How much does residential real estate affect the GDP? And what are experts saying about a rebound?
Yeah, I mean, how it directly affects is new home construction and how those percentages factor into it. And I think that we haven't seen a slowdown of production yet. There's been a slowdown in investment. So on the stock market, you're seeing the slowdown happen, but you're not actually seeing it with construction, because a lot of this construction takes years to push forward. So I think the thing is with investment, when you're talking about it, is this is a great time to really talk about diversification. And everyone should understand that you should not have all your eggs in one basket. You should not have all your money in your home. You need to be diversified. You need to have some gold. You need to have some money in the stock market. You need to have some diversification in your portfolio.
Founder and CEO of Noble Gold Investments, Collin Plume. We appreciate you joining us here this morning. Have a great weekend, my friend.
Thank you.